cameos. It's a big cast. I'm not going to say nothing. We got a sneak peek, but it's amazing, right?
Oh yes, there's great fun in store for everyone, and some surprising faces that may show up in the quantum realm. So yes, we're very excited.
Awesome.
And in today's video, we're going to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, aka Ant-Man 3. We're going to talk about cameos. So, Paul Rudd recently reaffirmed there will be secret cameos in this movie. But if you actually know anything and you actually do research, this was stated 6 months ago at San Diego Comic-Con. Peyton Reed, the director, also said there's going to be little secrets, little Easter eggs, and surprising cameo roles, but it's not actually what you think it's going to be. And also we're going to talk about some other information, news going around about Ant-Man 3 and the MCU. So, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, pop culture based content that we cover on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below, what secret cameos do you think will appear in this movie? Now, I'm really glad that the cameo hype train hasn't been overinflated, overhyped, like the Doctor Strange 2 one was, where we literally had everyone. We had Warstu appearing, we had Tom Cruise Iron Man, we had literally 25,000 cameos appearing in Doctor Strange 2, to the point where it actually lessened people's experience of the movie, because they were expecting so many freaking cameos and didn't really get any. So, if you could, check us out on Instagram, at Warstu, to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice talking into the Shure SM7B, which is one of the best microphones in the game. Yeah, because we're trying to hit 30,000 followers on the Instagram this year if we can. Also, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Right, let's get into this video. So, I played the clip from San Diego Comic-Con before the video started, only the part when Peyton Reed says there's some surprising, familiar faces that will show up in the quantum realm, and that's fun and exciting. So, this has recently been alliterated in an interview, again, because it's the hype train, isn't it? We're getting really close to the movie. Less than 1 month to go, so they're hyping everything up. Ant-Man 3 major star, MCU cameos, Easter egg teased by lead star. So what did Paul Rudd actually have to say? Well, he didn't actually say a lot. He said this: Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania will feature some really good cameos and Easter eggs, according to Paul Rudd. Speaking with Fandango, the Ant-Man 3 star revealed the latest film is hiding some secrets. Is it, though? If you're a subscriber or viewer of the Warstu channel, we have gone over the plot leak that has been confirmed and verified by the most recent dialogue leak, and unless these cameos are being hidden, unless they ain't in any of the plot leak, which they're not, there's literally no cameos at all, other than the characters that have already been revealed. This is the secrets they're hiding, allegedly. For people that are aware, I think we have some good ones in there. Some really good ones. I'm obviously not going to tell you what they are, but I think the ones that people find out about or learn about it will be a 10. No, he's actually talking about Easter eggs. So what he's actually talking about here is there's going to be major plot points in this movie. We already know it from the plot leak. We're not going over that. There are some major things that happen in this movie that set up things down the line, and there's so many moving parts, so much connective tissue from Loki, from He Who Remains, and Kang. There is so many moving parts of this movie. And then the director had this to say: this is not the first time these super-powered surprises have been hinted at in relation to a film. Disney's Peyton Reed told Access that some surprising faces will be popping up, and we played that video clip before the video started. Oh yeah, there's great fun in store for everyone, and some surprising faces that may show up in the quantum realm. We're very excited. So they have revealed MODOK, Darren. They've revealed quite a lot. One of those surprising faces has been speculated to be Kate Bishop, played by Haley, to which Rudd co-star and MCU newcomer Catherine Newton said she has no idea if Steinfeld will show up. Wow, I have no idea. But you know, Kate Bishop, next time, if I see Haley, I'm going to be like, yo, can we grab a selfie? So realistically, the headline's been taken well out of context, and it doesn't really say anything about cameos. It says surprising faces. Antman and the Wasp will feature some really good cameos and some surprising faces and Easter eggs. I think the quote's been taken far out of context. So everyone would go, Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four. Well, yeah, sure, they could introduce the Fantastic Four, except for the simple fact they've not cast the Fantastic Four. Unless they've secretly cast the Fantastic Four without any Hollywood inside sources finding this out, and seeing as every movie since Infinity War and before that have been leaked, there's literally been no surprise cameo roles anywhere. Like, let's say, for instance, John, who played Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange 2, everything was revealed because we were one of the channels that technically revealed it. So I think when they say some really good cameos, don't be expecting Reed Richards or Johnny Storm or anything like that, because that is setting your expectations far too high. Now, don't get me wrong. Sure, Janet could hint at someone like, yo, there's another scientist down here that could help us get out if we get stuck in the quantum realm again. But careful for spoilers. I don't want to ruin your life or ruin your movie experience. You've been warned. The only people that get stuck in this movie is Ant-Man and Hope. Ant-Man and Wasp get stuck in the quantum realm, and it's going to be Cassie Lang that gets them out, because that's literally in the dialogue of the movie. So sure, they could introduce the Fantastic Four in this movie, and we know Fantastic Four is supposed to come out in a few years, but the fact there was no information at D23 about the Fantastic Four movie tells us that, yes, there has been so many rumors and so many alleged leaks about the Fantastic Four being stuck inside the quantum realm, and part of their movie is going to happen inside the quantum realm. Well, if they are stuck in the quantum realm and their origin is going to somewhat originate from the quantum realm, they've somehow managed to keep this a really big secret, because no one I've spoke to has heard anything about who is playing Reed Richards, who's playing Susie Storm, who's playing Doom and Torch. No one knows anything about the Fantastic Four, but I guarantee there's going to be a lot of fake spoilers saying the Fantastic Four is going to appear in this movie. Don't get me wrong. I would love for them to surprise me. I really would, but it ain't going to happen. But it could happen. Also, we were supposed to get Doctor Doom in the post-credit scene. He was supposed to be behind the war. They were supposed to introduce Doctor Doom in Black Panther 2, and that has been confirmed and verified. I don't care what anyone says, that information was bang on. But for some reason, they've decided to kind of pull the whole Doctor Doom stuff. It's looking like we're not going to get New Mutants till after Secret Wars. We're just going to get the Fox Universe Mutants, and yeah, we will be seeing Patrick Stewart again, etc. But what I actually think they mean is when Kang's talking about, oh, I've killed Thor, I've killed all the Avengers, I think you could potentially see variances of Iron Man, of Thor, of Hawkeye, of all the OG Avengers being killed in an alternate timeline by a different variants of Nathaniel Richards, aka Kang. Sure, that could possibly happen, but don't want to get your expectations so high that some people go to this movie thinking it's going to be cameo central, because we all know how the internet hypes this stuff up, and then people go viral for talking about cameo roles that never happened. I'm sorry. I really wanted Tom Cruise Iron Man to appear. And apparently that was meant to happen at one point. But my point here is, there is not, yo, Doctor Doom appears, yo, Galactus appears, or anything like that. Sure, it could be cool if the Fantastic Four appear. I technically would have said it in this video, or at least spoke about it. But yeah, the Fantastic Four is not happening. It will be just some variants of another character. The most realistic cameo I've heard about is allegedly Tom Hiddleston, a low-key, has some kind of scene in this movie that I've heard, and I won't put that in the title, but I've personally heard that information about a month ago that was supposed to be in this movie. And I did also hear that whilst they were doing reshoots in January, they have added in a pretty big character that is really game-changing if he appears in this movie. And the reason I'm saying if he is because I'm not going to reveal who I've been told, because I don't want to leak this information if it's actually true, because it's pretty damn dope. So if said character does appear, just remember I said there would be a very surprising character that appears. But seeing as Peyton Reed said some surprising faces, implying that you've already seen them before. And if this cameo is really just going to be Haley Steinfeld, although I think she's a really good female Hawkeye, I don't think that's going to be groundbreaking. But sure, everyone would jump on the Fantastic Four hype. Sure, we know, careful for spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life. 1, 2, 3. At the end of the movie, essentially, is going to set up the Young Avengers. So, yeah, obviously having any members of the Young Avengers would make sense. But then again, like I've always said, and like I said in yesterday's video, Iron Lad could get his origin story right at the end of this movie. But Marvel's not going to have crazy cameos going forward until Kang's Dynasty, until Secret War. Don't believe in anyone online that starts saying, yo, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield appear in Quantumania, because they're not. Literally, I've seen every single character's name appear that they're going to appear in this movie. Why do people say that? Because then if it actually happens, they're covering their own back. But generally in the industry, in the Twitter sphere, inside sources are not saying anything. It's because they don't actually know anything. Like DC Studios and James Gunn's new slate, no insiders are saying what's on this slate and what projects he's going to be doing because they don't know anything. And when scoopers won't talk, it's because they lose credibility if they come out and say, yo, this character's appearing and yeah, James Gunn's going to do all this with the Superman character and all this kind of stuff. Then it doesn't happen. They lose any form of credibility a scooper has. Not that you should actually take a scooper serious when they say stuff, because most stuff is made up, because it's not really hard to predict what's gonna happen in a Marvel movie. Let's be honest, so that's all the latest and greatest information about Quantumania. It was recently officially rated a PG-13, sequences of strong violence, action, and some languages. For reference, Thor Love and Thunder was given PG-13 by MBAA for intense sequences of sci-fi and some subjective material and partial nudity. Doctor Strange 2 also got PG-13. So violence-wise, just expect it to be a normal Marvel movie pretty much. Like always, guys, let us know down below what is actually going to be, who is going to be the secret cameo that I've not spoke about, because if that happens, that will be really cool. But let me know down below, guys, all your theories about the secret cameo. Could the Fantastic Four appear? Sure, but they're not actually going to physically appear in terms of the casting, in terms of who's actually going to be playing each character. And if that's the case, there's no point teasing them unless Kang goes, the Fantastic Four, or something like that. I mean, that still wouldn't even be that good, because that'd just be teasing something that we already know there's a movie in production, or there's a movie in the works. So it realistically wouldn't be worth it just going, yo, the Fantastic Four, and name dropping them. Like, it really wouldn't add anything to anything. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter at WarstuJ. And I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.